Wang, what's happening, folks?
Popping, man.
What's poppin', girl?
What's going on? Yeah.
We more official than a ref with a whistle in it.
Blowing. Okay.
So yeah, that's just black girl magic right there. I'm not even a little bit gay, but I'm just excited to have you come away already. Oh, sprinkle my.
I'm coming with my friend said, you need to fart and pixie dust your black girl magic. So I'm just crop dusting on my.
Right. As soon as you walk by, just what is that? Do you believe in magic?
Oh, they Tiff.
Rated PG with me, your bro. And you can follow me on the Instagram at P Diddy Bopper. P Diddy did a B, see a skinny nigga that look like me, yes sir. And folks, we have our very, very special guest. I was trying to find something that rhymes. What rhymes with Anderson? I know what rhymes with Burke.
You can do. I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna do the Burke.
Burke.
My homegirl who always coming early but never late from work, getting on the stage is Tiffany B.
Yeah.
And what is your Instagram, Miss Ma'am?
It's at The Real Tiffany B A for Burke Anderson. Yeah, I know my name causes problems for a lot of still runners because they're like, wait, are you Anderson? Are you Burke? Are you Burke Anderson?
Both of them.
And I'm both of them, and that's the problem when you have a terrible marriage young and then get a divorce and then get married again and then refuse to change your name at the Social Security.
See, now I'm a little bit concerned because my fiance, we about to get married, right? My last name is Guyton, her last name is Piere. And then she was like, you know, I'm not really feeling Guyton.
Yeah, well, you know what? My husband is really cool about it because he didn't really give a fuck if I changed my name or not. I just use his name as my stage name because I was like,
if I blow up, I want him to look at us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
And actually, I wanted to be able to be like, yeah, like I have a different name that's from my private name. You know what I mean?
My mom had like 9 last names.
It's like a woman thing. I think women just get lots of aliases, and we don't even mean to have them. You know what I mean?
You don't even tell dudes your real name when you meet them.
No, I had a club name.
A club name?
I had a club name, Renee.
Whenever you went out in the club, you was Renee.
Renee was my club name.
So that's like after you leave the club, you're like, "What's your name?" and this, that, and the third. And then he try to look you up on. It's like
I don't live this. So first of all, you know I'm old, so we didn't have no social media.
You said you're not that old. We ain't had no social media. Did he look you up in the phone book?
Damn, was the phone book still?
I remember phone books when I was young.
Yes, the yellow pages.
Yeah.
So
and then there was the white
couldn't find
pages.
me, and then there was the white pages. You couldn't find me because I had given you my club name, Renee.
My mom Dukes worked at Bell South.
My mom did too.
My
mom worked for Bell South. She retired when they, she retired at 35 years with them, and then she went and worked for Lucent, and then fired everybody. They got fired because they went under, and then now she's back at AT&T. I don't know if I'm supposed to.
Well,
you ain't gonna know her last name, so it's
you don't even know her name.
So let's go.
You have any shows coming up for this month in July that you would like to talk about?
You know what I do? I'm taking a break because it's. I just had my 40.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You could never tell.
No, just look great. So I'm taking 9 days off at sea on vacation. You know what I'm saying?
What you going on, little
yacht trip? Little ain't no cruise. You know what I'm saying? It's just 8 of us.
She said it's a private yacht.
It's a private yacht for 9 days at sea.
What happens like on day 3 if you ain't fucking with it?
Well, luckily I have a marine science degree, so I'm good with the ocean. The other people probably gonna be fucking with the ocean.
I'm gonna say like, what if it's...
But we have ports to call, so like we created our own itinerary. So I came up with all the islands that we're gonna stop at.
Oh, so you gonna be going and then stop? I thought y'all were just gonna
we're not gonna do like straight. Straight 9 days. I would probably.
I flip out.
Yeah, I'm gonna hurt somebody. Like I need this touch. I need to like get 2 days at sea, touch an island. Go back out 2 days at sea.
That shit would be dope. I've been on a boat before. It wasn't like no big ass boat, nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really know how I felt about it. I'm like, it's a lot of white people here.
Yeah, so there'll be no, it's the only white people that will be on our boat will be.
Not saying that they can't.
Yeah. But I was segueing to something funny that happened last night. But the only white people that will be on the boat will be the crew. So the captain and then I think our chef, and then the 2 deckhands, and then their engine people are, I think, all white.
So only the people operating it.
Only people operating, and then it's like
that's how a
8
horror
black
movie
people.
starts.
Nah, no, not for.
Yeah, because like, we're having problems with our engine.
Oh, but luckily, yeah, I have a marine science degree. My dad is an avid scuba diver. Like, we don't fuck
She's
around.
I can swim.
Yeah, we don't fuck around. We know.
I can just hold my breath.
We gonna survive.
Short.
Oh, we gonna survive. That shit ain't gonna. Because it's funny, I was talking with who was it? I think it was like Hillary or somebody last night, and they were like, oh, I would be too scared at sea, right? Like, they were like I would never go out to sea because that's how horror stories happen. And I was like, well, as a black person, like, I live a horror story. So being out at sea is like,
it's
great.
probably
you know
a vacation.
It's the safest shit ever. I'm
you're
like,
afraid of black people in hoodies. I'm afraid of all of you.
All of you. I'm like, so I was like, I like my survival, my odds of
seem a
survival
little
in
better
the ocean are
away
better.
from
I know
all
that
of
sounds
you.
crazy, but
I'm safer with a shark than with Chad over
You know
here.
what I'm saying?
Kyle loses his temper, everyone dies.
like I'm paranoid every time the cops pull around, and I've never gone to jail and nothing ever been. But like, you know, they got me shook. So.
Oh, so any shows after those 9 days off?
So yeah, I got Joking Off this Saturday before I leave.
July 6th.
So July 6th I have Joking Off.
That is at Laughing Skull Lounge.
Yes, July 8th I have a Mazza pizza. And then when I come back, July the 25th.
That's a Thursday.
What is that? You should probably look at your schedule. July the 25th, I have
another show at another place.
Another show at another place. And if you follow me on IG, I will be posting where my shows are before I leave town.
Let me ask you this. What got you started in entertainment? Not everybody may have necessarily gotten started in comedy. You know,
That's
some
true.
people did theater or,
Yes.
you know, went to jail.
I think I've always been an entertainer since I was a little kid. I was just spunky.
Spunky, I like that.
Yeah, I was just spunky.
My mom used to say I was busy.
Yeah, I was definitely, my nickname was Eminem Motormouth. Like, I always talked a mile a minute, and I used to feel bad about that, but I sit in that shit now and I'm cool with it. I did drama in high school at Dunwoody, you know, where stars are made. Thanks, Ryan Seacrest. And what's that other dude? Kip Sunshine from Remember the Titans. And then I did spoken word in college. And then I stopped because I became an adult.
Right. Because responsibilities.
Because responsibilities and my kids got to eat. But then I own a business, so I do management consulting and IT during the daytime. And my business partners convinced me to take an improv class so that I could talk to other business owners and CEOs with more fluidity. So I took a class at Village Theater, and my first teacher was Josh Warren, who is a gift. He and Mark Kendall were my mentors pretty much.
I just had a show with Mark Kendall. It's fucking hilarious.
So 8 years of great mentorship now from the two of them. I started at Village Theater. I graduated from there. Then I went to Dad's Garage. I graduated from Dad's Garage. So I've been out in these improv streets for a while. And then 2 years ago, I was like, people kept on saying, dude, you're funny. You're hilarious. You're funny, you're hilarious. You should try stand-up. And I was like, stand-up? I don't know about that. And then I was like,
it's kind of sort of the same thing.
Yeah, it's kind of sort of the same thing. I feel like improvisers just riff more. We're like a natural.
It's like comedy on your toes.
It's
jokes
comedy
on your toes. Quick fire.
Very much so.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
This is
entertaining in like improv towards comedy.
Improv towards comedy. I would say this is my second year solidly of stand up and improv.
Like since those two cross paths.
I did. What happened was one of my friends in New York. She throws a show at Les Poussins Rouge.
That is French.
Yeah. Over, I think it's in Brooklyn. And she was like, I just gotten back from Dubai earlier that year. And, you know, I love bidets. So I was talking about bidets. And she was...
She's just trying to save your ass.
I'm just trying to, save y'all colon. She convinced me to get up and do stand-up. She was like, I think you could do 5 to 10 minutes, like free form, and it would sound great. And I was like, are you sure? She was like, yeah, just do it. And it was booked. It was 100 people. And I got up and I killed it without writing anything. It was just me just...
I feel like as soon as you come out, if you get a laugh within the first like 5 to 10 seconds, they're just going to keep...
Yeah, and it was just like consistent. And I was like, oh, that's what this is. And so I did that. That was like in the January of that year. What was it, 2017? Yeah, it was. I had just gotten back from Dubai, I think.
I was gonna say right after World War II.
Yeah, it was like so.
You know, right when my husband came back.
And he was what that guy said last night. He was a basket case.
Yeah, a basket case.
That shit was hilarious. Yeah. So then I took Lace's class.
Lace Larrabee.
I took Lace Larrabee's class. God bless her.
Did you know Cindy Doan?
Yes, me and Cindy were in the same class together.
She's hilarious.
Cindy is I love her. That's my Asian sister.
She knows a lot of people that I know, and I didn't realize until I had her on the show.
Dude.
Like mutual friends, we got like 20.
Dude, Cindy Doan is an Atlanta treasure that needs to come back home. And I said that.
She in Brooklyn doing all this.
All the things.
What you probably about to be doing. And then I like having people on here right now because I got you before you blow up. So when you blow up, I'm gonna put this video out on Ellen. Like, you know, back in the day, you know, I used to know TBA, you know,
TBA.
To be announced.
Oh, I like that one. We should let's coin that later. Yeah.
We'll do. What was one of the most memorable places performing improv or stand-up has taken you?
Oh, most memorable place.
It was like, wow, I'm really here because I'm telling jokes.
Oh.
Have you ever gone to like another state?
We done tons. Improv has taken us to a lot of states.
You see, that's the thing. I have never left Georgia with comedy or.
So I've left Georgia for comedy and improv now. And I love them both. Improv has taken us to Minnesota. I never thought I'd go to Minneapolis, and I love them. And they love us, and we actually have a huge fan base there. Oh, and Cincinnati. So I'm part of 3 different improv troupes. I'm part of Red Pill Players.
I've heard of that.
It's my first day. That's the team. You know, with Yoshi and Leslie Johnson, very talented. Will Hayes, super talented. Corinne Canty, super talented. Anu, Isaac, Octavian, all like the whole team. Magic, Ryan Mall, all of them super talented. So I started with them. We travel a lot. So Cincinnati loves us. Like, we got fans. Like,
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, that is dope to me.
That is dope. Like exactly. And then we did the theater that we did it at in Cincinnati is like a historical theater. It's beautiful. It's bezel. Like,
that's like I've never performed at a theater either.
Mind blowing.
Perspective enough. Like, I was talking to Moat Williams about that. He was like, you know, success is relative. He was like, you know, whatever you may not think that this is amazing. He was like for example, the fact that you get on stage and perform stand-up is amazing to some people.
Yeah.
And he was like, so like when I tell people like, yeah, I'm on Wild 'N Out, but I ain't nothing major. People have watched every episode of that show, and they think that that's amazing.
They think it's huge.
Right. And he was like, so you know, it's success is whatever you make it. Like he was like, you selling the shirt, selling your merch, you may not think you're successful, but did you ever think that you would sell over 100 shirts? And I was like, no. He's like, how many shirts you sold? And I was like, a couple hundred.
So yeah, like I'm a definitely. First of all, I love Mope. Such good people. We've had like we had one good conversation one time.
Just one.
No, I mean, we had a couple. We had one good conversation. I remember him saying something that he was like, "What's for you is for you," and when you good's gonna come to you no matter what, and that just stuck with me forever. But yeah, improv is definitely taking me a lot of steps. I mean, comedy. Let's see, Florida now, South Carolina, North Carolina.
Now she's just
Alabama.
bragging.
I'm going to Alabama in August. No, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying. So
I mean,
far,
it is what it is. When you out here, you just out here.
I'm just trying, man. I'm trying to save people callings, man.
Do what Yoda says. Try not. Do.
Dude, I'm just saving.
I'm saving your ass right now.
I'm trying to save your ass. You know what I'm saying?
No, because if I wouldn't have been here, you would have been.
And get our
around.
reparations. I'm just trying to save your ass and get our
my bag. I'm just trying to get what I'm owed.
Hey.
So they keep saying we all family, right?
No take backs.
They say we all family, right? Well, tell my Uncle Sam to give me my money back.
I just need my check.
Uncle Sam.
And my tax relief. I need to not pay no taxes. I want Armageddon.
Do you still get nervous or have anxiety before you perform?
All the time. I don't think you're a good performer if you don't get like a little. Even all the greats.
Yeah.
Like everybody, like Beyonce gets nervous.
I was like somebody else told me, I forget who it was, that you get nervous when you care.
Yeah.
And if you don't care?
If you don't care, then what the fuck are you doing this for? Like, I care.
Right, I tell you, I actually care how I do. When I go out, I want you to actually hurt a little bit.
Yeah, I want to make you. My goal when I go on stage is I want to do three things. I want to make you think. I definitely want to make you reconsider your standing on something and kind of pull you to my side. But my utmost thing is to bring you joy and make you laugh all at the same time. So it's like I'm going for
the trifecta.
I'm going for a trifecta.
That's my top 3 right there.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going for a trifecta.
You know, I like how you word that because, like, I want to inform you.
Yeah.
I want you to realize how your point of view is a little skewed, and then I want it to be entertaining.
Exactly, and it's not my point for you to you don't have to agree with me,
right?
But I need you to understand.
But I need you to.
Understand where I'm coming from, because I think that's the biggest. I think that's something that's missing in our culture and in our country right now is everybody only wants their opinion to be the right opinion. I'm not saying that my opinion is the right opinion, but I'm saying that my perspective and my experience is mine, and you have to understand that. You might, like, prime example, one of my clients, they had Brian Kilmeade come and be a speaker from Fox News. And he was like, racism doesn't exist. I was like, you know, that's from your perspective.
Because you don't see it.
Because you don't see it and you don't experience it. But for me, I have 2 sons and a black husband. So it's very real for me. And I prefer to bring that out in comedy because that way I get you to laugh, but I get you to understand. Oh, shit's fucked up for some people. You know what I mean?
Like, can you imagine as a white person walking outside and having a police officer come up to you and ask you, what are you doing? And you can't get upset or ask him anything.
Like, think about that. I can't raise my voice. I can't be aggravated. I can't
even move too fast.
I can't make a fast move. Like, that shit is. And I live in a great, like, I live out in the boonies in McDonough. I live in a good neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm aware that if the cops roll up on my shit, like, I need to be like, this is my home. Yes, I know this is the nicest house in the neighborhood. Yes, my yard is done. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, I know how this looks.
I know this is, but this is my shit. Like, that's an unsettling feeling, and
not a lot of people are aware of how living in these conditions can make you behave.
Dude, that shit, like, people, like, you know, my joke, I said I have post-traumatic slave disorder. PTSD, that's real. Like, that's a real, like, somebody was like, that's not a real.
It is.
I was like, post-traumatic slave disorder is a real diagnosis. It's a form of PTSD. Like, we experience every day the systemic things that's happened from institutional racism, whether people want to believe that or not, and it affects your fucking mental psyche. And I have 2 sons.
Like I tell people, I said, you can't turn a blind eye to things that don't really relate to you.
Exactly.
I said, for example, I'm not Hispanic. I don't think.
I am.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but I'm aware
Exactly.
that they are keeping children at the border.
Dude.
I'm aware that they are doing racist things towards people of this color and trying to get them out of this country to somewhere that they have never even been. In a language that they may not speak or even understand.
And that's what most people don't get, because like people be like, Tiffany, I didn't know you were Hispanic, or I didn't know. I was like, well, one, you gotta understand, for like, and there was an article about it the other day, you know, for a long time, our grandparents and our great-parents, it was a stigma to speak Spanish. So when you got to America, you Americanized yourself.
Yes.
And you Americanized your kids.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing you didn't do was you didn't teach them Spanish.
The culture.
You wanted
the
them
language.
to. You wanted them to be Americanized. Mm-hmm. So you know, the only time I got to speak Spanish was when my mom would send me at home, or when my mom would send me to the Puerto Rico for the summer,
mm-hmm.
and my grandparents would be like, "Oh, when you here, you speak Spanish or you don't eat." You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's a fast learning. Oh, shit, I better learn this. I'm hungry. So I need to, yo necesito, I need pan, I need water. So, you know what I'm saying? That summer, so I would think I was 4. That next summer when I came back and I was 5, I knew all the key words to go to the bathroom mm-hmm. and to eat me some food. And then the next summer, like, but, you know, because we had been Americanized so well, you know, us that were here in the States, we like my cousins in Brooklyn, and they spoke Spanglish. They didn't speak no good Spanish. You know what I mean? They didn't they have no conversational Spanish skills. I'm like far better than all of them.
Let me ask you, got a couple of more questions. What was your most memorable bomb?
Oh,
like the one you close your eyes and you like,
the Laughing Skull. The Laughing Skull.
When was this?
I think this was like last year. I got Inuit.
What does that mean?
I didn't do bad, but it just like for me, like I have like
standards.
I got standards. Like to other people, like that was good. I was like that was garbage. Like you know what I mean? I just it like just wasn't hitting. It just wasn't hitting. Like it just wasn't hitting.
Like the material or the jokes that you had bought that night weren't just connecting with the people, or you just didn't believe in what you were saying type deal?
It just wasn't connecting with the type of people. I always believe what I write. Or I wouldn't write it. I won't deliver it. If I don't feel like...
Well, what I mean by that is like, I know some people write jokes or write things because they believe it's funny.
If I don't think that it's something that's going to connect with the audience, then I won't do it. And Laughing Skull is one of those places where you can never really predict the audience. The audience is very fluid. It's an up and down thing. Oh, and I'll take that back. Best stage that I didn't think I was going to do great at, Mad Life, out in Woodstock. It's Heather Tolley. Sorry, I'm sorry, Heather. I'm tired. It's Heather Tolley's room is awesome. They was down for some of the most, you know, usually the stuff, my racist stuff that stuff. I always called it racist lady.
She was called a racist black lady at the $1 comedy
I was like,
show. And it tickled me so deeply.
I was like, I don't think so. I'm just discussing
I think the person who wrote it was also black. So that,
yeah, it was very confusing. It was very confusing. But they like really were down, especially my W joke. They were really down for things, and it kind of caught me off guard because it was a very diverse-less room.
No, it was just a unified front.
It's all old white ladies, and I loved it. And I love them, and they're my fans, and I love them, and I love you, and I want to come back. But they were down. Like that was a great room. Worst room, Laughing Skull. And I got Inuit. So I got right to the end, and I was about to do my closer. And
then they hit you with the music?
Who will stay where
Oh, man. I got hit with the music.
Only time. I love that. And you know, they've killed Inuit for me, because that used to be my go-to-sleep calming music, and now I can't play that shit. Because
you just think of the skull.
All I think is the skull and bombing. So I, like, Inuit, I removed her from my Apple Music.
What was another one we had? Oh, how did you recover from your worst bomb?
I just went up on stage the next day.
Okay.
I don't
let it get to you.
Yeah, I'm one of those. So here's my and y'all can take this. This is my people that know me well. Know that my life quote is failure leads to success. So I love failure. I like to fail. I think you fail up.
Yep.
Leslie.
Nipsey Hussle says that too.
Yeah. I love Nipsey. Like I loved him before he passed. I loved him before everybody else was jumped on his bandwagon. I've been fucking.
Niggas like, you only like Nipsey because you're from Cali, and I was like, no. But
so like I'm a spiritual person, and his mom is in that, and so I knew who she was before all that. And
his mom was such a strong woman too.
She's a super strong woman. She's a super strong woman. And I think being a black woman in America, you just have to get to a resilience, you know, because I grew up Catholic, and you.
I saw this thing on Instagram, made me think about what you said. Somebody said, "Yo, I died, went to heaven, met God. She's black." It was fantastic. I was like, "What?" Somebody said, "Yeah, I met God.
About my outer body
black.
Experience, and so like you know, once you've had an outer body experience, that shit just changes your life, man. And it happened to me in college, and
you just start realizing all this shit
don't
that y'all think you care about, bruh. It is so beyond.
And so once you've had that experience, and your spirit has been outside of your body, and you were still like conscious in there, and I was like, oh, I'm literally a spiritual being having a human experience. This shit is real. So I just look at stuff different. Like
when people are like, well, what do you do when someone's upset with you and blah, blah, blah. I said, bro, I don't worry about it. Think about that. I was like, I don't even have the mental time or capacity to. I was like, do you worry about how ants built their piles?
Dude, Epictetus says you cannot control or change anyone but yourself.
At any point in time, you can.
And that's, you know, I think that saved, I mean, well, my ex-husband will probably hear this. That saved me from, that was what my ex-mother-in-law gave me this book before I ended up leaving him. It was the best book. It freed me. It freed me as a person because I stopped trying to change and control other people. Like I realized I can't control or change anybody else but myself.
Right.
So all I can do is work on perfecting myself and getting my spirit right.
Like I said, life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react to it.
And if you know, because in my 20s, oh my God, I was a hothead. Like I was a true Decatur Afro-Puerto Rican. Like I would snap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I would my reactions, I would do dumb shit. And then I had my son and life happened, and then I stepped back and was like,
I am tripping.
I need to get myself together, and I did. And you know, and life happens, and life changes you. And you know, like a lot of comedians be like, oh, you old, and and I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to give y'all a heads up so you don't fuck up. Like I'm trying to save you time.
Trying to give y'all
ass a cheat code.
Trying to get
so you don't have to go through 5 years of fuck shit.
Oh, we got about 2 minutes. No, you can cuss, whatever. This rated PG, but not really though.
Go through 5 years of whatever, you know, wasting your time.
This has been a very intellectual episode. I did not plan for it to get political.
My bad.
No, this is the great thing about it. That's why I have different people coming on the show that believe different things. We all do. I tell people, the comedy is not what you think it is. It's not just you go up there, what's up with cell phones? Like some people have goals. Some people actually want to teach you something.
Yeah, I want to teach you. I have goals. I want to go somewhere. I want my own platform. I want my own production. I want to be a comedic actress. I like sketch. I like all those things. And I just want to be, I want to create a lane for those who don't have a lane. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I do rated PG.
There are not a lot of black females with diverse views in comedy. And
if there are, they don't have the outlet to do it.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this. What's one piece of advice or something that you learned from doing entertainment that you wish somebody would have told you? For example, don't care what other people say. You know you can't impress everybody. Not every joke is going to be funny to everyone.
Not everybody going to be your friend.
Oh, man. And niggas who say they're your friends ain't.
Not everybody going to be your friend. And even the people that say they're your friend.
I think people have different perspectives of what that word means.
They your associate. You're going to have a lot of associates. But you're not going to have a lot of friends. And the ones that are your friends, hold on tight to them, love them, appreciate them, give them their flowers while they're here. You know, I think that's really important. You know, celebrate your friends, get them, and just celebrate people. You know what I mean? You don't know what little encouragement that you gave somebody that day changed their life and made them, might made them live an extra day.
Right, may have made them not go out and do something crazy that night.
Not go out and do some crazy shit. So.
But once again, folks, you can follow her on the Instagram at
The Real Tiffany B.A.
Is it Tiffany B.A. or B. Anderson?
B.A. is The Real Tiffany B.
She said, nigga, I know what my Instagram is.
And that's only because, like, when I got, first of all, there's a lot of motherfucking Tiffany's out there. And Tiffany.
The real Tiffany B.A.
Yeah, so all the Tiffany's were taken, so I had to go with something that was catchy.
And you can also catch her on her shows before she goes on that 9-day slay hiatus. And folks, I'll be black if that's all white with you. Somebody the other day said, well, I'll be white here. And I was like, I hate you so much.
Who was that?
Somebody at the gas station I always go to. She's Indian. She was like, I'll be white here. I was like, you are hilarious.
That was a good one.
But folks, au revoir. Arrivederci, you know how I say
adios, hasta luego.
Auf Wiedersehen. Das Vidania.
Konnichiwa.
That's sayonara. Konnichiwa is hello.
Oh, yeah, whatever. See? Not my language.
I'll be black.